I'm Naida. I'm the designer of Kao Pao Shu, and Kao Pao Shu is my brand that's been actually in the U.S. for the last 2 years, and it all started back in Sarajevo, where I'm from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and then it moved to Milan, where I lived for 3 years, and then I moved here. So now we're at the Kao Pao Shu studio, which we opened a month ago, and in the ribbon room. So that's where everything starts from, and this is basically the space where all the ideas sort of come together and start. And I mostly work with ribbons. I mean, that's sort of one of my, I guess, obsessions level. And creating different pieces. So like I have two collections. One is bags and accessories, and the other one is wear. And most of it is based on ribbons. So basically the bags are, it all started with the first bag that I made when I felt like sort of happened upon the roll of the ribbon and decided to create a bag. And then it sort of, because my friends liked it, and then they were like, I want one and I want one, and so I started making more of them. And they're all basically seatbelt based, so they all have a very strong base. And then on the top is where everything else happens. So like I choose the ribbons and the colors that I want to have on the top of the bag. So the bags are really form-fitting and quite sturdy. And the colors are basically, the possibilities are quite infinite, because you can sort of match and decide what you want. And that's the interesting part, because each piece is really sort of one of a kind, and everything's handmade right here. So and we're in Santa Monica, by the way. So that's sort of the fun part, because it's possible to control everything, and it's possible to have everything right here and make sure that each piece is what we want it to be. These are the bags, and as I was saying before, and now I can actually show you, they are very, I mean, they sort of work around the body, so that's the way that you're supposed to carry them. And they've had quite a big success in Japan, because 3 years ago we met our actual now buyer and distributor in Japan, who sort of fell in love with them and decided that that's going to be her project for the rest of her life. So she's really pushing and working with customers directly to sort of get them through. And we do a lot of like sort of funny and different projects. Like she came up with the idea of doing the custom order, so people actually choose their colors of the bags and have them specially made for them, really one of a kind. But as I was saying, I mean, the possibilities are really infinite. So and then now what we're trying to concentrate on, and that's been sort of a project lately, it's to also expand this to a men's line, because in Japan the bags also work as men's bags, but here it's a little more difficult. So we're trying to do models which are going to be like, I mean, more sort of suitable for a guy. So that, I mean, sort of these, or also laptop bags, which are, let's say, easier. But the whole concept of making of the bags is that it really follows this one line, which never gets interrupted from the beginning to the end. These are my sketches that are printed on jersey, and they sort of allow you to use quite special fabric, because it's only yours and it's quite unique. But then I sort of start from there and also do other interventions on the material and on the fabric itself. Or these, for example, are like the overlock dresses and tops, which again is like all the things that I do on the fabric itself. So use a like very plain base, but then do different things with it and make it move in a particular way. So they're not pattern cut, but they're really made always following that concept of the line and of the stripe, which wraps around or does these different things.